Right, bro, this is what we're eating today. I've been fasting for 16 hours, so my last meal was at 2 p.m. yesterday. So that gives us a decent intermittent fasting window to allow insulin to drop. And I broke the fast quite early this morning at 6 a.m. just before a workout. So I decided to have a piece of fruit. I've been testing this, a piece of fruit before a workout to add glycogen to the muscles. So meal number one, 6 a.m. was one banana, so that's 100 calories. Meal number two is going to be at 10 a.m, which is my go-to carnivore meal. So if meal number one was for the glycogen for the muscle building, meal number two is for nutrition. So I'm happy if I get this meal in, I know I've got my nutrition in for the day. So we're including high quality fatty meats and organs. So organs are extremely nutrient dense. So 10 a.m, the meal is 125 grams of ground beef, 40 grams of beef liver, 40 grams of beef heart, 2 rashers of bacon, 3 eggs, 1 tablespoon of ghee to cook it in, and 1 tablespoon of butter to add on top to increase the fat. So that's 10 a.m. The total calories for that meal are around 1,000 calories. So that's extremely nutrient dense, decent calories. And then meal 3 is my final meal of the day, and I got something a little bit different just because I found it down at the farm and wanted to try it, is 295 grams of pork ribs, and then I've got 4 chicken drumsticks with that as well. So the pork ribs on their own are about 800 calories, drumsticks are around 720, so the total calories for that third meal are 1,520. So the total calories for the day are 2,600 roughly, and I'll put the macros, the fat, protein and carbs and calories up on the screen. So my maintenance is around 2,500, but where I've been adding high intensity workouts, I've decided to add that little piece of fruit. And I've got to be quite strict with myself. I find any carbs, if I'm on a strict carnivore diet, which means no carbs, I can moderate what I eat fine. I don't get hungry and I don't get cravings. The moment I add carbs back in, I do struggle with cravings. So I decided, because I'm adding in high intensity workouts, and this is like a different way of training. When I train with my friend, he's adopted the Mike Mentzer and Arthur Jones mentality of training, which is low volume, extremely high intensity to muscular failure. And when I train like that, I do feel the necessity to add some carbs back in. And Mike Mentzer in his clips, he says this. The word carbohydrate has the suffix hydrate on it, which means water, and your muscle cells are 70% water. And this kind of is common knowledge on the carnivore diet, that you've got to drink more, you've got to stay more hydrated because you're not storing as much water. So I just thought this would be beneficial, but I have been very careful. I only add the carbs in the form of fruit with strict parameters, because if I just add it into a meal, I'll overeat it. I'll eat an apple, a banana, and just keep going. Whereas with this, I've said to myself, this is strictly to make the workout optimal, to make the recovery and muscle growth optimal. So because I've been adopting the Mike Mentzer style workouts, I've just added this in. The rest of the day is full carnivore, and I keep the last part of my day strict carnivore, because you're as hungry as the amount of carbs in your last meal. So my last meal is going to be chicken drumsticks and pork ribs, high fat, high protein, 0 carbs. That's going to be very satiating, so I'm not hungry until the next morning. And if I do my workout tomorrow morning, I can have a piece of fruit again, and it's just a strategic bit of carbs. And I'm not sure what the number is to knock you out of ketosis, but I think anywhere below 40 grams of carbs, you stay in ketosis. So the 1 banana and the few eggs is going to be less than 40 grams. I think it's about 30 grams of carbs for the day. So because the majority of my day is strict carnivore, you're going to get the benefits of ketosis, insulin being low, you don't get the hunger from the fruit. So that's kind of the meal plan I've adopted today. So that's a full day of eating, 2,600 calories. This is going to maintain my weight. So this isn't a bulk or a cut for me, this is maintenance. And my goal is to lose body fat while building muscle, so body recomposition. So I'll probably bring the calories down tomorrow to around 2,500. But I just find it beneficial because when I saw what other people were eating, it helped me kind of figure out the calories and the amounts. So hope that helps. See you tomorrow.